Hello everybody, what is going on, and welcome back to our My Player Career Mode. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're all doing very, very well. As you can see, the month of September is a busy month for us. So lots to get through today. Matches in the International European Championships, in the Premier League, in the Carabao Cup and the Champions League. So sit back, relax and hopefully enjoy. As we start with a simmed match against Hungary. A 2-1 victory for England. Sancho and Dele with the goals to give us the win here. And then it was time for the August Player of the Month, which we were fortunate enough to be shortlisted for. But it went to Callum Morton, whose goals have put West Brom near the top end of the table. He was leading the goal-scoring charts. And West Brom, in fact, I think they might have even been top of the Premier League when he won that. So, yeah, fair play to him. Deserving of that one. And we actually got to feature for England as we took on Finland. As you can see, both lineups pop up on the screen. But as we went into this match, we weren't really playing very well. 35 minutes in, you can see we had a couple of shots already by this stage. Nothing really too threatening, though, for Finland to have to deal with before Jensen laid it on a plate to Ant-Man. And Finland had the lead. So that was the goal we needed to kind of, wake us up a little bit, because our performance up until this point was pretty lackluster. Unfortunately for us, we didn't have to wait too long for our next chance to appear. We charged the ball down in the midfield. Declan Rice with the interception on Jensen. Harry Kane then lays it over to the left-hand side. We play it back into the middle, and England's skipper fires home to make it 1-1. So after this goal going in, though, we were able to control the game a bit more and start to dominate, and we felt that we could easily go on and win this. And if we're serious about our European Championship hopes, after our World Cup disappointment, I said it last episode, I want to try and make it to the next Euros. These are the games we've got to be winning, and Phil Foden had a chance to put us in front, but unfortunately denied by the goalkeeper with 20 minutes to play, though. A hopeful pass forward from Mason Mount, charged down again. It found its way after a mistake from Finland to Ryan Brewster. He played it to me. I tried to lift it over the goalkeeper. He read the play, but only could palm it straight to Jadon Sancho to give England a lead by 2-1. It's so good to link up with Sancho. After I've left Dortmund, I do miss the Haaland, the Sancho and myself link up, but we're having a good time at Chelsea. And of course, we do get to play alongside Sancho for England. And that was full time, 2-1. So the same scoreline in both international matches is not too bad at all, as we now go into Premier League action up against Arsenal, and there is the Chelsea starting 11. You'll see theirs now. It's not too bad a side, actually, for them. Leno in goal, though, had a phenomenal game in this one. I tried to get myself on the score sheet 15 minutes in. Great skill as we got our shot away to be denied by Leno. And then in the second half, we got a free kick. And looking at the placement of this, you'll see it in a moment. I mean, you could argue whether or not it is a foul on Moise Kean, but I took the ball. I felt like I placed this nearly perfect. Like, look how close it was to the top corner. I don't know, maybe I just didn't time it right, but Leno got across anyway, made the save, still 0-0. And frustratingly, there wasn't a lot of chances for us, but it was really just us asking the questions. Arsenal not able to create too much. We were held to a 0-0 draw, so we've got to take the point, I guess, as much as, Arsenal didn't do much aside from those two chances. We didn't really either. So I can't really complain all that much. And then it was time to play Club Brugge for our opener of our Champions League group stage. Inside 10 minutes, Kai Havertz started things off by giving us the lead with a finish at the near post. And you can see one recurring theme I felt like throughout this was just how well the teams we were playing in were pressing the ball and charging it down in areas of the pitch, realistically, where if we win it, we give ourselves a really good chance of scoring, as I try to hope for ball through. Keane actually does really well to turn his header goalwards, but to be denied by the goalkeeper. And the frustrating part was, though, whilst we were doing well in charging the ball down and winning it high up the pitch, when it came to defending in areas where we had to defend well, not so good, because, Club Brugge got themselves back on level terms 36 minutes into this one. Block the initial shot, but then don't react quick, and that's why the ball was in our net. Into the second half, 20 minutes to go. It was looking like a frustrating night for Chelsea. I went down in the box. I don't know how I was on the floor, but I was. Thankfully, though, Christian Pulisic was able to find the goal to put us back in front and give us the lead, as I did some quite interesting flips off the ball there to celebrate. Nevertheless, Frank Lampard's men were victorious. A 2-1 win to start our Champions League group stages off. The performance, though, leaving a fair bit to be desired. We weren't fantastic, but we got the win, and that's what matters. Against Everton, though, who've had a really, really terrible start to the season, I just felt like we had to put the pressure on. We had to pile the misery on them, and Havertz always seems to pop up in these areas as we put the delivery in and say someone get on the end of it, and Kai Havertz does just that. Funnily enough, he at the moment is Chelsea's top scorer across all competitions. He might even be the top scorer for us as well in the Premier League. So he's where our goals are coming from. I'm yet to score in this new season. So that's been something that in the back of my mind has been, sort of playing on my mind a little bit. The fact I haven't scored yet so far. We've got the assists, just no goal to my name. Havertz seemingly grabbing all the goals in that front as I tried here. I mean, when you nutmeg somebody, you have to go for the shot afterwards. And yeah, just the shooting boots lacking a little bit. Still 1-0 in the match. I'm not quite sure how this stayed out though. As, I mean, between the Costa and the post, Everton still in this, but ultimately struggling. And eventually we did find our second, lifting it to the back post. We win the header. It goes down actually as an own goal though for the Costa as I run away celebrating. I can't claim that as my goal by any means. If anyone could, then it would be Serge Gnabry, as it was his header which ended up giving us the goal. I'm not sure why it went down as an own goal, but it did, and that was the end. So that does us for the post-com section. Let's see what we have in store in the rest of the episode today for you. Still 3 more matches to play today, all live, all at Stamford Bridge for you, starting with the Carabao Cup round 3 tie here against Leicester. And I would have liked a little bit of an easier draw for us, but yeah, round 3, still very early on. Leicester, not an easy opponent. I know that Man United are taking on Arsenal, though, so that's another good tie. I think City played and have already beaten Wycombe Wanderers, so they're through to the next round. But maybe the home advantage will help us through here. I'm not going to play all 90 minutes because we do have Wolves literally 4 days after this. And then it is, of course, Bayern to finish off today. So we need to keep our eyes on those games. But yeah, let's see if we can get through against Leicester. Leicester City free kick. Digne stands over it. He does opt to go for goal, and it's off the frame of the goal. And it was so close to being Leicester 1-0 in front here in this Carabao Cup tie. And whilst I would prefer an FA Cup win, it is still a trophy for us to play for. So whilst we are playing in it, we of course will try to win. Cancelo over on the right will find me now as well. And that's going to be a foul from Digne. Apparently not. Referee, are you watching the game? Well, it's poor from Leicester who give it away cheaply. I can't find the ball through, but Cancelo keeps it alive for us. And now we're looking for somebody to give us a run. But actually the space opened up for the shot. It ricochets off me and it bounces through to Pope. What a strange few minutes that was. It was a definite foul from Digne. And then after that, I mean, yeah, should have done better with it. But I was still angry about the foul. Leicester unable to clear their lines so far from this corner that we've just had. But nothing came initially of the corner. Serge Gnabry towards Keane. Keane holds it up well. Now Bakayoko to Havertz, to me, to Tierney. It's brilliantly worked. It's exceptionally worked. And there's our reward for it. Nick Pope nearly gets there. But it's our first of this new season. It's come in the Carabao Cup. And how about that for a team move from Chelsea? Kieran Tierney lays it on a plate. And I initially thought we'd miss because Pope does get a touch on this. They just don't pick up my run. Yeah, it's a poor finish to be fair. Really not good for me, but I'm so glad that the ball has ended up in the net. And you know what? For confidence, I really needed that. We've not done too bad in the assists charts, but, you know, not to have a goal in the first, what, like 7, 9 games are we on? I don't even know how many we've played now. It was starting to weigh on me a little bit, so that kind of feels like a bit of pressure off my shoulders, if you will. That's poor from Leicester. They gave it away from the throw-in, and now we've got a chance to break. We are over the time, so it will be the last action of the first half. We need a good delivery. There's the cross. Havertz arrives straight at Pope, who this time does better. And just before the half-time whistle, we were so close to Chelsea 2-0 in front. Do remember, though, their best chance fell the way of Digne. His free kick against his former club, striking back off the woodwork. But at half-time, it's Chelsea with the advantage. We are into the last 10 minutes of play here, and Leicester still searching for an equaliser. And to be fair, most of the highlights came in the first half, so it's been a very quiet second half here. We've managed the game quite well. Made all 3 substitutions as well, just wasting some more time. But if anybody is looking likely to get this second goal, it probably will be us. As Pulisic finds Cancelo. Pulisic is in down the right. Cancelo, though, opts instead to hold on to the ball, and you can see with 3 minutes to play, no offside flag against Cancelo, but we're just not putting the cross in because we know we don't really need to. Pulisic dribbles into the Leicester penalty area. Now finds Bakayoko. He will play it to Gnabry. Chance for a shot. Serge Gnabry takes it with both hands and sends Chelsea through to the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. Leicester City, no chance of a comeback now. There's nowhere near enough time. Excellent finish from Serge Gnabry. And it almost felt like Chelsea were just buying their time. And Leicester, they didn't know whether or not Chelsea were trying to look for the second goal or just waste their time. They didn't put the pressure on. Gnabry, one touch to set himself. The second one to fire it past Nick Pope, who has not had the best game here, it has to be said. And there you have it then. It finishes Chelsea 2, Leicester 0. It is the 4th round for Frank Lampard's men, and Leicester and Brendan Rodgers. Unfortunately for them, this is the end of their Carabao Cup journey. But yeah, like I've said, you know, if you're looking at the 2 cups you want to be in, the FA Cup for me is the better of the 2. But still, we move on and it's time to face Wolves. And here we are then for both lineups. Wolves go with their 5 at the back. Captain in the side is Gundogan, the former Manchester City man. And alongside him is Ihataren, who I know is quite a good... I think he's a central attacking midfielder by trade, but he's playing in the centre midfield role today for Wolves. Chelsea go over strong 11 as well. This is somewhat of a warm-up game for that Bayern fixture that we've got, which is really the marquee of the games that you're seeing today. But yeah, I would still like the 3 points. To let you know as well, we are currently sat in 3rd behind West Brom and Norwich. Yep, I don't know how they're up there either, but that's how the table currently looks. So we could go top if results elsewhere go in our favour and we win here. 17 minutes gone here. Wolves sitting behind the ball, looking to frustrate us. Here is Havertz though! And Kai Havertz has given Chelsea the lead. It's a brilliant finish, and it gives us some leeway now then to not really have to go at this Wolves back 5, which were very set in stone. They were looking to just sit and then look for counter-attack opportunities. Well, now that can't happen. They've got to try and get themselves back in this. Or who knows, maybe they'll still stay the same and just go for damage limitation. Down in 15th, remember. So, yeah, it's not been a good start to the new season for them. They are potentially in a relegation fight. As things stand, we are going top of the Premier League, I believe, as West Brom are playing against Villa elsewhere. And that game is currently 1-1. Here is Keane into the penalty area. Took too long to shoot. I mean, it was on for absolutely ages, but he just didn't seem to want to shoot. Now we find Kante. Oh, we've hit the post. That had to be 2-0. That's a waste for Chelsea. I mean, Keane seemed to want to take forever before he wanted to shoot, and then he kind of got caught in 2 minds and looked for the pass instead. But even then, we still make it work as Kante goes for the shot. And that was a great challenge there to stop any potential Wolves opportunity. Wolves cannot get near this ball right now. We are knocking it about with such confidence as Keane finds Kante. Oh, it's just not N'Golo Kante's day today in front of goal. He hit the post in the first half and he's narrowly missed the goal this time around. I think maybe the goalkeeper has it covered. But even so, the Chelsea skipper will be wondering how he hasn't got a goal today. Not sure why I'm over here taking this throw, but I guess I'll take it. Havertz now will find as it's opened up to try and place it. Oh, you're joking. What an effort. Back off the post. If we don't go on to win this, we'll look back at the chances we have had and wonder how. Because that was hit with venom, with pace. I don't think I could have hit it any sweeter, and Wolves are on the break. No way! No way! Not like this! What a save, Mendy! As soon as it was close to 2-0, they get their most glorious opportunity of the game, and Mendy's equal to it. It's a poor finish in all honesty, but the Chelsea goalkeeper won't care. Good save from him. Now we need to deal with the corner. Ihataren delivers. Away it goes. Can I keep this in play? Not quite. Still though, 23 minutes to play. And I hope this is our win. I don't want to drop points here. Chance to break down the left. We've got Hoeva with us, but I know that if I turn back inside, there's a lot of space to use here. Couple of runners there as well. Now we find Gnabry, back heels it towards me, somehow shifting it back on the left. And this time around, we will not be denied. Goalkeeper rooted. Maybe, just maybe, that goal against Leicester last match, I forgot who he played, has given us the confidence because that finish was right out the top drawer. I mean, we saw us hit one pretty sweet before this, but then this one here, look at that. Get in. 2-0 Chelsea, points in the bag. We'll see you, Bayern. Let's see if we can win that. I'm feeling pretty good heading into that match. Maybe we'll get another goal here as well. And following a corner, Wolves yet to clear their lines. It falls to Havertz. It's so bad from Wolves, but we will take it. Havertz with his second of the game, and it's Rapp from Wolves who doesn't do the job. He tries to control it in the box. It's poor, and it falls straight to Havertz, who really can't miss that. Is there time for a fourth as well? As soon as we've kicked off, Wolves have just seemingly given up. As Havertz trying to find a way through, hasn't quite managed it, so will find us instead. And you can see we're just sort of lining up on the edge of the Wolves penalty area. Bakayoko to Kante. Kante down to me. Touch to take it away. There's the finish. Injuring ourselves in the process. But that's not going to stop me celebrating. It is 4 for Chelsea, who have made this look really, really easy. And if you need a confidence booster, a morale booster, before taking on the champions of the Bundesliga, this is it. I'm just hoping that I'm not injured now following that, because you did see there was a little injury sign that popped up as soon as we took the shot on. Finish-wise, don't think I could have done much more. It was a really good effort into the far corner. Let's see if that injury icon is still there. It is. So, I mean, this is full time, but we'll see the severity of the injury in just a moment then, as Wolves play forward, but way too late now. And there is the full-time whistle. So let's see if we are to miss this Bayern game. Hopefully not. All right, so I advanced the days towards the match, and it looks like we are okay to play. We are in the team. To let you know, though, Bayern actually lost their opening group stage game against Red Bull Salzburg. So the German champions not off to the best start in the Champions League group stages. Let's see if we can put some more pressure on them here as we welcome them to Stamford Bridge. What's their side going to look like? Let's have a look then. As soon as it loads, here it is. So, yeah, looking at it, not bad, but I would still say we have the slightly better team. The only worrying factor is Richarlison and David Neres as the front two. Whenever I've played against Neres, he always has a good game against me. Koeman on the right, Ben Bala on the left. The last time I believe we faced Bayern, we were with Dortmund though. So, yeah, let's see how this Chelsea side faces up against them. I think as long as we get the point, I'll be pretty happy with that. You know, if we beat Club Brugge, beat Red Bull Salzburg over the 2 times we played them, and draw with Bayern twice, you know, that's good with me. But even so, maybe we'll get the win here. Let's find out. Not really sure what to expect of this Bayern side, because although they lost their opening game, they might have dominated that and just got slightly unlucky to lose it. So we can't really use that and read into it too much. What a ball that is to the former Bayern man, Serge Gnabry, who gives Chelsea the lead. What a pass from Bakayoko. That was a delightful disguise ball through. Opened up the Bayern backline. And at that point, Gnabry just had to slide it into the back of the net. What a pass. And what a finish as well. Maybe they didn't dominate their opening fixture. Maybe they just might struggle in this Champions League group stage. When you look at it on paper, it's us and Bayern you'd expect to get through. Here is Neres, up towards Richarlison, trying to win the flick on, but only finding the feet of me. And now we can play Tierney. Bayern struggling with this overlap on the left-hand side. Kieran Tierney again is looking to try and utilise it as he sends the cross near post. And I just about got there, but could not divert the header goalwards. And you can see that left-hand side where Joshua Kimmich is, he needs some support to try and deal with the overlap that's coming in from Kieran Tierney. But he's not getting it at the moment from Kingsley Coman, and that's how we're able to create our opportunities. And I'm sure that as things stand, the Bayern fans won't be enjoying watching this, seeing a former player of theirs put us 1-0 up. And even then, they've not really been in this first half, in the first 30 minutes. Kimmich into the feet of Rodri. Both teams making changes as Guendouzi is on. And here he is with his first touch to Richarlison. Through to Neres. They've not got this man on the ball enough tonight, David Neres. In fact, Bayern yet to register a shot on target. Meanwhile, the only one for Chelsea being the goal. Switch of play out to Christian Pulisic, who's onside. And now as Chelsea look for goal number 2, Pulisic's delivery. Canate makes it look easy, though, with the header to Angelino, who launches it long. Richarlison back to Guendouzi. He's forced back, though, as well. And with 5 to play, Bayern really need something now. Otherwise, this game looks like it's going to end by a 1-0. A very close contest, a very tight contest, but ultimately it's one that we've not had too much to deal with, and the quality for the first goal as well on show from Bakayoko, firstly with the ball through, and then Gnabry to just slide it into the back of the net is really the difference, as Coman is now over on the right. We're chasing him back. He's a bit too quick for me. There's the delivery with Richarlison! Near post, it's 1-1. It's a thunderous header, and it's come from really nowhere. With a minute and a half to go, Bayern rescue a point. And on the balance of play, 2 moments of quality, 2 goals. I guess it's a fair reflection. My question is, why is Tierney the player on Richarlison? Have we switched to formation and I don't know about it? I'm wondering if we've changed to like a 3-4-3 and I wasn't told that I was supposed to pick up Coman, who was running through. Lampard's fuming. I want to check that. I wonder if he has changed formation, but then you question why, because we were winning. No change in formation. So Tierney, for some reason, was marking their striker. So where are our centre-backs in that? I don't actually know. And I didn't realise until way too late that Coman was completely free down the right-hand side of Bayern's attack. And that allowed him the time in the world to be able to pick out the cross into the middle. We've got 20 seconds left until the referee... Oh, actually, no, there's 2 minutes added on. Got about a minute left until the referee will end this game off here. And you can see, as we are searching for an opportunity forward... No real runs forward from many Chelsea players, though. We find Kante. Kante back to me, maybe. No, Kimmich cuts it out. It will be a Chelsea throw, will it? Or is the referee choosing that is a good time to bring the contest to an end? It finishes Chelsea 1, Bayern 1. But with a minute and a half to go until we would have won the game, that's frustration for us more than anything. Match facts-wise, it's probably a fair result. It's just the fact that we were so close to coming away with the win, to then drop the points the way we did late on. And the other game in our group is yet to go ahead. Salzburg against Club Brugge, of course. But my friends, that is where we end today's episode. If you did enjoy it, a like would be greatly appreciated. The marquee game being the Bayern match. Honestly, didn't have that much going on. But as you see, we do finish today top of the Premier League table, ahead of West Brom, then Spurs, then Norwich. So let's have a quick look actually and see. West Brom must have drawn against Villa. They did in a 2-2 draw, and Norwich drawing against Everton as well. Our victory takes us top after 7 matches have been played. West Brom the only side, in fact no, Leicester as well, undefeated. 5 draws though in 7 is pretty ridiculous. Everton sitting bottom of the Premier League table. Arsenal not doing too much better in 15th is quite terrible as well. Let's have a look at our Carabao Cup draw. After we've advanced through to the 4th round, we'll take on Reading away. And City will play Newcastle. Arsenal will face Preston, so they must have beaten Manchester United. Liverpool against Peterborough. So there's still some big teams in there. But, yeah, I feel pretty good about our chances in the Carabao Cup. And, of course, you know from the group stages of the Champions League that we are now on 4. But have Salzburg beaten Club Brugge? Because if they have, they'll be topping our Champions League group. And they might be a team to look out for. They didn't, they drew. So Salzburg and Club Brugge both drawing means we still top the group, with Salzburg to come as our 3rd of those matches. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe, have a great day, have a great evening. Much love, people, and I will see you all again very, very soon. Adios.